Good morning, weekend. Hi, everybody. How is it going? My life has kind of been crazy, even just this morning. I am thinking about switching the time for what I usually do these lives because it's obvious that 8:30 is not working. And also, hello, look at this amazing lighting that is here at what, 10 a.m.? I know that if I do it at 10 a.m. and then do it for an hour, it'll be until like 11 or 12, depending on how long I want to do my lives. But even then, like I know it'll be later in the day, but honestly, do I even do things later in the day? Not really, especially on the weekend. Also, if you see me like looking off to the side, it is just because my dog is asking for attention. So we get a little bit of love from her today. She's part of the reason why I am so late to this live. The main reason of why I wanted to do this live initially was because I wanted to prep for Camp NaNoWriMo. And if you guys saw me the last month that I did Camp NaNoWriMo, I put up, you can't see it right here, but I'm literally right next to the wall where I put up my daily goals. And so I made literally like a calendar full of flashcards where I would make these daily goals. But I thought that I had some extra flashcards. Turns out they're all French flashcards. That's not even the right one because there are two of them in here. Hold on. Mon neveu means nephew. It has been a minute since I've been in French class. So, but I wanted to keep them because I want to still know French. I mean, look at all of this. This is all stuff I used to know. Like, this is stuff I used to be graded on and actually made decent grades in French 1. So I want to keep these. And I thought that I put in extra ones in here, but apparently not. I think I left them at work. But so I can't actually like draw out the flashcards and put them up on my wall like I'm used to. What I can do is I can take a look at what I'm going to be working on for Camp NaNoWriMo since, oh my gosh, as if this live was not insane enough. Anyway, I can look at the project that I'm going to be working on for Camp NaNoWriMo for July and still make those goals, just not put them in like fancy Sharpie and stuff. See, I had it all set up and then this morning I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even have flashcards. But something else that I also need to work on is putting together my final edits for my first chapter of my trilogy. I am currently 2 days behind, but Lassie, come here. You're not in trouble. Come on. I just need you to lie down. Just don't go near the table. Are you good? Okay. Now that we got that under control. Technically, it was not my fault that I am 2 days late past my personal deadline of trying to get this all in because everything is all completely finished edit-wise. It's just actually putting it in on the computer in the format that I'm planning on, publishing it in for, the final draft. That has taken me a minute because I literally lost the book for like 2 days somewhere. I thought it was at work and then it wasn't at work. And then I thought it was in my desk area, my room, and I couldn't find it there either. So I literally just couldn't do my edits for 2 days because they were all inside of this book. Finally, I found it. It was in my room. It was in an obscure part. Ugh. But we made it work. So once I am done with those 2 projects, I'm just going to call it good. Even if I get that done in 30 minutes, which I highly doubt I will get it done in 30 minutes, I'm just going to call it good and just say, you know what, we've accomplished what we wanted to do for today. And we are not going to complain about it. So I haven't had breakfast yet. Oh my goodness. I always do this to myself. I always say to myself, when you're looking up other things like timers, just do it a little bit before you're thinking about getting said timer on the screen, and I never do. And then I have this weird lag where I'm like, hang on just a second, I'm looking up a clock for you guys. You know what? I'm feeling very boring today. I do kind of want to see egg timer. I want to see what the egg timer and rocket timer is like. Let's just stick with the originals today because you know what? We're being a little more chill today. We started this live an hour and a half later than we were supposed to. And you know what? We're just going to roll with it. Okay, we're clicking. Oh, do I have to download it? No, I don't want to download that. Never mind. We're not doing the egg timer. We will do the rocket timer because I know that one you don't need to download because I've used it before. So let's go over to there. Excuse me. My goodness. I'm being gross this morning. Rocket timer. All right. What I'm going to do is I am going to try, hi Lassie, to finish off all of the edits inside of my book right here. So that'll be one goal accomplished. We're going to be non-traditional with the time. So instead of the 5, 10, 15-minute mark, we're going to do 12 because I don't think it's going to take me 15 minutes to do it all, but I also don't think 10 minutes is quite enough time. All right, so we are going to start that timer for, oh, am I frozen? Oh, good, okay, I froze for a second. Oh, looks like there's somebody here. Hello, how are you? We're just starting a sprint for 12 minutes. I am going to be working on some edits inside of my proofread, and then once I do that, I will be all finished and be able to move on to chapter 2, which is super exciting. So let's just get into it, shall we? We've got a rocket timer this time. Okay, look at him. He's ready to go. He's going to make the loudest sound when it actually goes off, so I'm kind of scared for that. All right, and we are starting in 3, 2, 1. I never know if you guys can hear the effects, the vocal effects of all of the classroom timers whenever they go off, but they're always obnoxiously loud on my end. And sometimes they scare me unless I'm prepped for them. Luckily, I took a look at the timer and it was 44 seconds. So that entire 44 seconds, I was just waiting for the big bang. Better Day Zeller says, morning. I don't think I've ever seen you here on my channel, so welcome. I'm going to be that person. I literally have, let's see, how many do I have? I quite literally have one more edit to do and then I'm done with this, with this section. So I'm literally going to put a timer on for 2 minutes so that I can finish that. Because guarantee within 2 minutes, I'll be able to get it all done. It's probably the shortest sprint ever. And I'm going to share that screen with you really quick. Happy shortest time ever from yours truly, me. Timer starts now. And of course, I'm almost done with my edits, but not quite. So I'm just going to put on another timer, but I am going to start the very beginning of the tiny details of editing that first chapter. And then I am going to open up my project for Camp NaNoWriMo. So this year for Camp NaNoWriMo, I'm not sure if I'm going to do an introductory video like I did last time. As fun as it was to sit in the tent, it did take a minute to set up and then put that back down. Excuse me. So I may just start vlogging and then introduce it through that, but I can also give a sneak peek of it now. So what I'm going to do for Camp NaNoWriMo this month is I am going to complete my NaNoWriMo novel that I tried to finish last year during November. And so all I'm going to do is basically edit the spots that I have already completed writing, and there's a huge section that basically is the climax that I didn't get to. And so I am going to finish that climax, really do some research and get that all situated. It's very fun because there is a lot of law involved with it. So kind of like civil, property, criminal, all sorts of different law, which has kind of been fun to write. NaNoWriMo, that's what I'm wanting. Sorry, I'm filing through all of my stuff. So it is called When Love is Loud. It has a bunch of very interesting things. Oh, Charlie! Hello, Charlie. How are you doing? It has been half a minute since we have talked. We definitely need to do some lives later on because, as you can see, I'm doing really spectacular just doing them on my own. Perfect. Okay, so the goals for right now, as far as my goals go, I am going to finish up the tiny details of my book that I just got the proof for. I am almost done with the final edit of chapter 1 as far as like how much I can edit on my own. So we're going to do that. And then we are also going to make goals for Camp NaNoWriMo. Yes, it has been so long, so long. But I am so glad that you're here. I'm very happy about that. Okay, now I'm going to need your guys' help. Let's see. I wish that there was a paraglider timer. That would be fun because we get paragliders here right around where I live. There's this big mountain where people hike up to and then they jump off of it. And it's so cool to just see these paragliders just kind of going up in the air, I guess. That's what they do. All right, so I am going to set this timer. We're going to do 15 minutes this time. And then I feel like that'll be a good spot for us to be in since I was planning on being here for an hour anyway. All right, so today we're doing something different. I have never seen this, come on. Sorry, it said stop sharing screen when I wasn't even sharing a screen. So I don't know what StreamYard is thinking, but we've got some birds here. Cast your vote of which one you think is going to win. I don't think I've ever seen a purple pigeon before, so that's fun. But since blue is my favorite color, this guy looks like a little blue jay, even though it's a pigeon. Gotta vote for him, even though the red one is definitely a close second. So if blue one doesn't win, then I think the red one is going to win. So I would love to see your guesses in the comments. All right, and I am going to start in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, it looks like the red one did win, but not the red one that I was anticipating. So that's fun. Okay, it looks like we have a couple of people on. Charlie also voted for the blue one. The blue one was just the prettiest one. I liked that one the best. And Yaza, did someone lace their bird feed? Honestly, I was thinking the same thing because those birds looked really wacky when they were flying, which I thought was so funny. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. And also, hey, glad to have you here, Yaza. I am so glad that you got to see one of my lives because I've been so weird with my lives lately. Like, I'm not telling people that I'm doing them. And then I'm like, why is no one showing up? It's probably because I'm not telling people. Okay, so as far as things that I have gotten done within the past 15 minutes, I'm surprised of how much I got done. Oh my gosh, I'm getting pop-ups. Go away. I don't want you here. Go away. Okay, there we go. But as far as the edits on my proof copy go, I finished all of chapter 1, and I'm pretty confident that chapter 1 is complete. Like at this point, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to look at it until the whole entire book is done, which I'm hoping to get done by the end of this year. So I'm basically making a goal for myself every single week that I'm going to finish a chapter completely, and we'll see how that goes. I'm technically 2 days behind my due date right now, but we will catch up. Also, hello, Mandy Grace. Welcome to my live. Welcome to my channel. I'm excited to get to know you better. I love your picture also. Super pretty picture. Oh my gosh. Hey, love it. Okay, that is amazing. That is awesome. 334 words, people. I love it. And what else was I going to say? Yes. Okay. And then as far as Camp NaNoWriMo goals go, I somehow figured out that if I just basically fill in the gaps during week 1 of the things that I haven't written, and then the rest of the time I just edit a chapter a day, then I will be able to reach my goal at the end of the month, and that book will be done. I am not sure if I'll be able to get that completely done. It'll probably be in like second, third draft form, which is not bad. But this one is definitely well better written than this guy right here, because the first draft that I wrote of this, I was like 3 years ago. I was 20. So I think that my story that I wrote when I barely was 23 is going to be a little bit easier to edit because I kind of know how to write a little bit better. So that's good. Okay, so it's been about 45 minutes since I have done this live. So I think we'll do one more and I'll get started on chapter 2. Mandy says, I'm busy most of July, so I'm not sure I can feasibly do Camp Nano. So I'm just trying to get ahead in June. Love it. I know. That is the one nice thing about NaNoWriMo is I feel like it's something that you can do, but it's never been something that's been like an expectation. Because I know several people who are like, I'm not doing NaNoWriMo right now because I have a much bigger project that I am working on, which honestly, I probably should be doing that. Because yeah, I should be doing that. I really should be cutting myself a little bit more slack. But I am going to cut myself a little bit more slack on my romance novel, which is the Camp NaNoWriMo book that I'm kind of trying to finish up. So everybody just give us a little bit of grace. You know, we're just writing here because this is just what we love to do. This is what we enjoy. Oh my gosh, there's so many edits in chapter 2. Holy moly. Okay, hang on. Is this a good idea? You know what? Yeah, we're going to go for it. All right. So we are going to get done as much as we possibly can for 10 minutes. I really like these shorter sprints. I feel like it makes it go by much faster. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, I found the perfect timer for it. So that's what we're going to do. Boom. Okay, Mandy says, I adore Nano in all forms, so I always want to participate in some fashion, but it doesn't always work out with the projects I'm in the middle of. Absolutely. Totally agree. Okay, so let's end this off in just a very simple 10-minute type of situation. And we are going to have a dinosaur race. I'm curious if they're all going to be T-Rexes or if they're going to be different. So I want to see the max amount of dinosaurs that we are going to have. All right, 10 minutes. Let's set that. Oh, yay, they're all different dinosaurs. Okay, usually my favorite dinosaur is a Triceratops. I don't know why I love them so much. I just love them. I'm not seeing a Triceratops here. However, I am seeing the very famous like raptors that have the little like poison darts from Jurassic Park here. So I think I'm going to vote for him to win because honestly, like if you have poison spitting out of your face, you're bound to be a winner, right? I mean, that's just what I think maybe. Ooh. All right. So Yaza is voting for the blue one. I think that she's talking about the long-necked one because I think the other guy is purple, just by barely. And the little gray spiky one. He's so cute. He kind of reminds me of the whale sharks, just the way that his spikes are. Kind of looks like that. Okay, guys, we are going to start the last timer of this sprint, starting in 3, 2, 1. Hey, the green spiky one won. But here is a good shout out. They are all very cute dinosaurs. And the red one. The red one was so fun. Honestly, they were all just so fun. All right, perfect. So before I log off, looks like Kelly Reese is here too, saying hi to everybody. I'm so glad that you hopped on to say hello. Hopefully I can see you on some more of my lives. And Mandy's dinosaur won. There we go. I need to think of like some fun things to do on here, like some sort of fun thing to get, or like that you can do if your character wins. I feel like I should figure out a way to make it more fun. All right, and 435 words. That is awesome. So in total, that's almost 1,000 words. So there you go. I think so. I'm not the best at math. This is why I write. Awesome. Okay, so I started a couple of edits on my proof, and then I realized there were some sections that I hadn't gotten figured out yet. Like this, I'm just going to show you the post-it that I have written in. So there's a section where I just use so many descriptors from so many people in one sentence. It's really confusing. So I have this tiny post-it that says too much is going on in this sentence, need to change it. But I don't have any specifics of how to change it. So once I got to that portion, I stopped there just because I don't want to continue skipping over edits if the whole entire point of me like doing these edits is to get through the entire book. So I'm going to try really hard to just do all the edits in chronological order so that I can keep myself in check. Sorry that the computer is moving around. My table's really flimsy and I'm on a laptop. So that's why you're getting the shakes. But other than that, I actually did go back to my old NaNoWriMo novel that I'm going to be editing for Camp NanoWriMo. And I switched up the format so that I can get a proof copy of that book. So I'm just going to be making collections of all of these proof copies for all of these stories that I've written. And I also have a novella that I want to get a proof copy for too, so that I can edit it better. So that is the plan. I am so happy that so many of you guys were able to show up. I was really nervous that I went too late, and I already made a commitment that I was going to be here at like 8:30 a.m. Then I didn't show up until 10 because life just got crazy. But I'm so happy that all of you guys could come and that I saw some new faces. I'm really excited to get to know you guys as well. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want any other lives that I have done in the past, if you just kind of feel like saving them for a time that you want to do a live stream or you want to do a sprint, I actually just barely made a playlist of all of the sprints that I have ever done. That is both with collaborations and with just myself. And I am so glad that you were able to get stuff done. That's so awesome. That is incredible. And that makes me so happy to hear. All right, guys. Well, until next Saturday, because I do these every single Saturday, I'm going to be determining a different time. It's obvious 8:30 is not working. I will keep you all in the loop. Thank you so much and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.